All right, welcome. I am so happy that you're here and you're watching this. I know this is kind of a busy season, and so I wanted to just get this recorded, and hopefully you will be able to have the time to watch it. Okay, let's just get started. So I love doTERRA. I've been working with doTERRA for a long time, and I have seen some different ways that people have built doTERRA as a business. And there's one way that I have not seen, and I think it's the smartest way to do it. And that's why I want to introduce you to this strategy today. So, just in case you are new to doTERRA, we are the world leader in essential oils, and we were founded in 2008 by a team of really amazing people who were so committed and dedicated to this movement of having pure essential oils that are sourced from all around the world that benefit the farmers, the growers, and people just throughout the world. And then we, on the other end of the bottle, get to have this pure essential oil that works every time. And it's been an amazing and successful movement of essential oils. And I think we've all seen that. So there is no outside investors. That's another huge reason why doTERRA has stayed so true and pure to their cause, is because the team that set it up and the people that they now have in place of as the CEO, like the original founders are still on a board making decisions for the company, and there's no outside investors making decisions for this product, for the direction that the company is going. And so we've been able to stay really true to that initial vision. And one other thing, just, doTERRA is an MLM, and we're going to talk about some objections you may have to that or some worries you have. But something I want you to understand is that compared to other network marketing companies, uh, so given if you had 10 people that signed up and started ordering doTERRA and using it, after a year, you would still have about 7 to 8 people who are still ordering, whereas the average in the industry in network marketing is about 20%. So this is one reason why I think doTERRA is one of the most incredible vehicles that we can work with and partner with. And then one other uh, statistic that I want you to think about is, 83% of people in every demographic, like age and just situation in life, said that they would consider building a network marketing business if they knew that they could make $500 a month or more. And so I think people are really searching for an opportunity, and that's what we have here today. And that's what I want to present to you. So let's dive in. And before that, I would really encourage you to grab a notebook, a pen, your water bottle, and then if you have any of these essential oils, please grab them real quick. And I'm going to invite you to put a drop in your palm and rub your hands together and just breathe it in. Wild orange is a really, easy one. It's the oil of abundance. But any of these oils, hope, cheer, sandalwood, wild orange, or clary sage, are going to really support the conversation that we're talking about today. So go ahead and grab that. And then lastly, I want you to be open to, when people come to mind, write their names down, whether that's on this call or after this call, as you're thinking about this or talking to your spouse or whatever it is. There's going to be people that come to mind, and it's really important to write their names down so that you can invite them into what you're doing, because you never know who is praying for better health, whether that's physical, emotional, financial. There's so many ways that we can help people with doTERRA, and so I want you to be open to that. Okay, so some possible reasons why you're here. You probably trust the person who invited you. And we're going to be doing these calls every month. This is just a recording. I would highly, highly recommend joining us on a live call at the end of the month, where you can ask questions live and it can be more of a conversation. But so if you're getting this, either I sent it to you, me, Kayla, or one of my 6 partners. So, and hopefully you love and trust that person. Maybe you are a big dreamer and you love to imagine possibilities, and so that's why you're open to this idea and listening to something new. Maybe you need some added income options that just don't take too much more of your time. You might be seeking just more in life. Maybe you're kind of hitting this point in your life where things are good, but you know that they could be better. There's this like discontent that's happening within you, and you want to be part of something bigger and something that helps more people. You might have heard of people having success in doTERRA, and you're curious if it could work for you. Or you want to make a great income without relying on social media. And that is something that I feel really passionate about. There are so many ways to make money online, but many of them require a lot of time on social media. And it's just a time sucker and a time waster. And I think it would be really incredible if we started this new movement of moms making a great income from home without relying on the distraction of social media. Because we've got these kids and they do not stay young for very long. And we've got a home and a family to take care of. And I'm just over the distractions of social media. So, any of these are great reasons. And so I'm glad that you're here. So, I just want to share real quick some of the reasons why I feel so passionate about presenting this business opportunity to people, because I know that our family can't be the only one currently struggling to make ends meet and keep healthy food on the table. It's so much more expensive to buy healthy food. I know if you're here, you probably are right there with me. There's more efficient and enjoyable ways to make money from home than what we're being told. And I desire for my family to create and experience a life without monetary limits. I've got some really big dreamers and doers in my home, and I don't want them to be limited because of the number in our bank account. That just seems like such a limited way of living, and I'm pretty over it. Okay. And then just real quick, let me share my doTERRA story with you. I know everyone will have their own doTERRA story. Here's mine. I joined doTERRA in 2011, almost 14 years ago. And I was really only interested in and amazed with the oils. I was blown away. And hold on, had to let my dogs outside. Okay, so then, 3 years later, a friend of mine and I were on the phone and we were just like dreaming about traveling full time with our families and road schooling. And we were brainstorming, like, how could we make money from anywhere? We were talking about photography. We were talking about all these different things. And she asked me a question that really, truly changed my life. She said, doTERRA is a really great business opportunity, right? And I had been to her class. I had used the oils for all this time and really, truly, I had never even thought about it. I remember in my initial package getting a paper that showed the breakdown of the compensation plan. And I was like, whoa, like this looks really complex, unreachable, super scammy. And I didn't want, my mom had done Mary Kay in the past, and I didn't want that to be a part of my life where I had so much inventory and hardly sold any of it. And it was just kind of a waste. So I thought that that's what doTERRA was going to be. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to, first of all, these oils are super expensive. So I'm not going to buy a big inventory and, um, you know, and so on. But after she asked this question, I was just like, well, okay, I love and trust my friend. Like, what, she must know something that I don't. There must be a different way to do this because she's really smart. And anyway, so then Jesse, my husband, and I started learning. And seriously, we wish we would have started sooner, like before we had kids. That would have been amazing. And we wish we would have kept it super simple over the last 13 years, which brings me to this call with you today. So once I started learning about the ranks in doTERRA, which you don't need to remember all of this or the numbers or anything, but I was just like, well, if we're going to do something, let's just freaking do it and go all the way. And so I looked at this presidential diamond rank and saw the income and saw that it was incredible. At that time, the monthly averages were like 100,000 a month. for presidential diamonds. And I was like, well, that's a number I've never considered being a possibility. $100,000 a month. Like, you would do so much good so fast with that much money. Uh, and so that's always just been where I know that I'm headed. And so uh, there's been there's been other people's strategies. There's been other counsel that I've taken. There's been, you know, life, like 2020 happened, like there's just been road bumps for me along the way that have prevented me from getting to presidential diamond, but I still know that's where I am headed. And so if you can see that though, I need 6 partners. Okay. So that we're going to talk about the difference between 3 partners, because you can see there's several ranks here that just require 3 partners, or versus presidential diamond that requires 6. So we're going to talk about the differences there. But I mean, first of all, we got to just like break this down. Like, can you imagine making this much money? Do you believe that you could make that much money? Do you believe that that's even possible? Do you believe that there's enough money out there for, you and 6 of your friends to make 100,000 a month? Like, do you truly believe that? Because I think a lot of times we have these money blocks. So I just wanted to show you, Elon Musk, he's like the richest guy in the world, right? He makes $1 billion to $2.2 billion a month in 2024. Those are the numbers. Billions of dollars every month. I don't know if you are familiar with Jane Williamson, but she's adorable and on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok. And just like she has partners, she has sponsorships, etc. But she makes a good amount of money too, about 2.3 million a month, most likely. That's what this website's showing. Anyways, I hope that you can see that actually. You may not be able to see it from this recording, but and they're just like us. They're just a person, right? And they have just tapped into their gifts and found a strategy that really works for them. And I do that to illustrate that there is enough money for everyone to go around. So, are you ready to learn? And, money, I think sometimes can feel kind of like, ugh, like we have all of these money beliefs and we're going to work through those. But what I want you to know is that this isn't all about money. It's about what you do with it. And I believe that money is a magnifier. If someone is really prideful and selfish, they're going to do prideful and selfish things with money. It's a magnifier. But really good people who are already giving up their time, already giving everything that they can to help the world in their capacity, the money's going to be a magnifier and it's going to help them do more good. And so to me, it's like it's time for good people to have good money because I know that they'll do good in the world. So let's look at how to make money in doTERRA the most efficient way, because there are several different ways to make money in doTERRA, which I think is cool. It allows a lot of flexibility and individuality for people to know where they want to spend their time. Because of course, you could buy a bunch of oils and have an inventory and sell them for retail and make a 25% profit. You could do it that way. However, I've seen that takes a lot of your time and money up front, and I just haven't found that to be the way to do it. That's not the smart way to do doTERRA. We're working towards, what's the word? Residual income. We want residual income. And we want it to be efficient with our time, right? So really the job description, to like boil all of this down, we're going to go through the details, but the job description is committing. That's like the biggest word that I can even say to you about the strategy, is being committed to ordering, to using, to sharing, inviting, supporting, learning, and thriving. And then the pay description, it's unlimited. doTERRA does not put a cap on our earnings ever. And so that's in money and product form. And then truly I view this as like an investment in our natural health care and creating a legacy wealth. Eric Worre, he's one of the, he has a book called Go Pro, and he does these events and things like all about network marketing. And he has called doTERRA a legacy company. It's something that you can build and pass on to future generations because of the long-term growth that doTERRA allows us to have in our finances. So let's start breaking this down. So the first and fastest way to make money with doTERRA, this is paid out weekly. It's called your Fast Start Bonus. And this happens when a new member joins doTERRA. So I have put this at 150 PV because you get a free diffuser. And what that is like just volume of product. So maybe your new friend enrolls with a kit of oils. They get that 10, family essentials kit that has 10 oils plus a citrus bliss, and that gets them to 150 PV. So they get a free diffuser, free shipping, etc. So that's why we're a new member, we would encourage them to do 150. So let's say this girl in this seafoam green tank top is you, and this girl in the pink dress is your friend, and she is so excited. She just got her first order, her new kit, and enrolled. And so you get 20%. So 150 PV times 20%, you get $30. And that's paid out the week after her enrollment. Okay. So awesome. And you can set that up to be a check, or you can set it up to be a direct deposit. There is a fee for a check, so I would just recommend direct deposit. But then let's say that I'm this girl in the yellow. Well, I get 10%, which is awesome because maybe I don't even know her, or maybe I've met her just once, but I get 10% of her order. And this isn't dollars, this isn't in product or anything, right? So I get $15. I'm like, sweet, that's awesome. It helps me pay for my order that I'm going to be making. And then this is my friend that enrolled me in this blue dress. She actually doesn't look like that at all. But we'll say this is my friend Krissa. And she, for sure, doesn't know your new friend that just joined, right? But she gets 5%. So that's $7.50. Big whoop, right? But it still is helping pay towards her order or towards her groceries. My favorite story about this is my friend Cassie that introduced me to doTERRA. I was renting from her basement. Our family, we were kind of going through a transition with our housing, and we were renting her basement, and she had just gone through a divorce. And so her and I were out in the front yard with our kids, they're playing and just kind of, doing life together, which was amazing. And I was actively building doTERRA at the time, and she was not. She was obviously trying to get her ground or get her footing and figure out what she was going to do with, school and work and her house and everything that comes with getting a divorce. And she went to the mailbox and just to get the mail that day, and there was a check in there. And she was like, "Oh, did you enroll someone?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Sweet, thanks." And she had a fast start check from someone she didn't even know. And she's this newly single mom needing to figure out how she's going to pay for things, didn't have a job at the time, and was able to, go get groceries, or I'm pretty sure that's what she did. She went down to the store and got groceries with that check. And that is the power of network marketing. And I loved that it was like I was helping this friend get started with oils. I was getting a check, and then she was also benefiting from it. And there was another lady that got paid too. So, anyways, it's just so amazing the power of this. So, that's the fast start check. I'm not going to break down this power of three bonus because it is changing, and we're actually not going to focus on having three partners at all. So it's changing in a good way. I'm really excited about it, but this money will come whether you are focusing on it or not. So just know that you're not missing out on any bonuses when you're not learning about this. Okay, I've got you set up. Okay, this is where I want to spend the bulk of our time and discussion. Okay, so this is part of the compensation plan called the unilevel bonus. Now, remember how I said we're going to compare the 3x3? We're going to, or having three partners versus having six partners. We're going to talk about that. The unilevel hits after the fast start checks are done. So the fast start, you get this paid for that person's first 60 days. So if they do an initial order and then they set up a rewards order the following month, and maybe even depending on the timing, the month after that, you would get that 20%. Okay. But then it's going to kick into unilevel. So let's go there. Okay. So unilevel, basically, when you enroll someone, they're on your first level. If they enroll someone, that person's on your second level, and so on. So that's how these levels work. And if we were doing a perfect duplication, right, it would be 3, and then your 3 friends would enroll 3, and there would be 9 on your front or on your second level, 27, 81. So we're just duplicating that down by 3. Okay. Now, I want to just illustrate this, and I've calculated this based on a 100 PV order. That is the minimum amount that needs to be ordered every month for you to receive commissions. Okay. Which, when I'm saying order these things, I'm not just saying only essential oils, because doTERRA has so many incredible, like award-winning products. Their collagen is award-winning, their probiotics, like these health products that we need to stay healthy and have that vitality throughout our life. And also for our kids, there's non-toxic cleaners and laundry pods and dish pods. Like, there's so many things that honestly, I've become a doTERRA snob and just have switched everything over to doTERRA, because why would I not? Um, there's perks for ordering monthly, that I can get a lot of the stuff for free, and it just has like streamlined the whole shopping experience. I save a lot of time not having to research and worry about greenwashed products, because doTERRA is the highest quality that you can get, and I've found it to be really affordable when you order it every month, just based on how they have their loyalty perks set up. So anyways, so that's how I've calculated these. What I want you to look at right here in the red numbers, this is how other companies structure their unilevel percentages. So if I had 3 people on my front line, my first level, and they ordered 100 PV, that's 300. So you can do this math if you want. 300 times 7% would be $21. Okay. That's great. Like, when you're just starting out, you're like, awesome, I got $20 today. This is great. Or this month, for my 3 friends that ordered. But then, if you look, so 900 PV, we'll say, because it's 9 people ordering 100 PV. Hopefully you're following me. Times 6% is, hold on. Okay, so then, and so on. So you can see how this is structured. And so what they do is they put the highest percentage at the top, where you have the least amount of people. And so, I mean, truly though, this is a monthly amount that you would earn, because it's, once you've built out all of these 7 levels and all of these people, then you would be making about, $8,500 a month, which would be amazing, right? And this is why people love network marketing. But I'm going to show you what doTERRA decided to do. They decided to flip that percentage. So you're earning the least amount percentage on the least amount of people, and the highest percentage on the highest amount of people. Do you see the difference there? I mean, it's kind of equal right there on that level 4, but look at the huge difference in monthly income. Okay? That's massive. So this, just to reiterate, so this is after a person's first 60 days, any orders that they make of that 100 PV, you would be, so depending on where they're at in your levels, this is what you would be making on their orders, okay? And again, it's stuff that they need and use anyways. So that's that. Now, this is, again though, this is 3 people, 3 partners. So to me, I'm like, okay, what if we begin with the end in mind? We want to reach the highest rank, because that's where we can make the greatest impact. And we want to maximize our efforts, help the most amount of people, and do it as fast as possible. That would be great. I would love for 2025 to be a really abundant year where, we pay off a ton of debt and we make improvements on our home, and maybe we take a trip or 2, I would love for that to happen this year. And it's totally possible. And I know it could be possible for you, for your goals that you have in mind for your family, what you would do with, a great income raise, let's just say. So to me, I was like, well, what if we built with the focus of duplicating by 6 from the very, very beginning? And so that's where this big ripple strategy comes from, because I'm just one person, but like a drop in the pond, it's going to ripple out and it's going to become really big. And this is going to improve our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, social, because you've got these 6 girls that you are like, we are partners, we are rocking and rolling. And and it's going to open up other opportunities of meeting really incredible leaders and people in the world, and then also your financial health. So I'll come back to all of these steps, but let's just look at these numbers real quick. So again, in this rectangle, I have the breakdown for the 3x3, but this is what it would look like if we instead focus on 6x6. So 6 people on your first level, 36 on your second, and so on down. And with doTERRA's unilevel percentage, we have the highest percentage at the highest amount of people and orders. And look at that difference, you guys. What? Like, that's $2 million. Like, that's insane. And that's monthly. And this, I told you, doTERRA does not have a cap. Obviously, we're gonna have to work with CPAs. We're gonna have to work with tax professionals. There's gonna be some up leveling that happens in your life. But that is the difference between doing this, duplicating it by 3 versus duplicating it by 6. And to me, that I am very much more interested in working hard for this amount of money monthly versus this amount of monthly income. So what does this entail, right? Like, it's like, okay, you say it's 6 people, but it really can be just that simple. So the first thing you would need to do is enroll as a doTERRA wellness advocate if you don't have a membership already, or upgrade for free if you do. Most people start out as a wholesale customer, which is totally fine, but you can upgrade for free, and you just put in your social security number so that the tax forms are sent to you, yada, yada. Then make sure that you're ordering 100 PV at least, or if you want the free product of the month, you would order from doTERRA, you would order 125 PV before the 15th of the month. Then the next thing is use your products. Like, use them and experience them, and then share experiences with your closest friends. Like, tell your friends what you're doing, like what is helping you. And because people are always, always searching for recommendations and needing help with their health. So do it. And I would encourage you to do this imperfectly and authentically and enthusiastically, because that's where the magic is. Okay. You're not a salesperson. I mean, you are, but it's more about sharing what's really helping you and trying to help others. So then number 4, there are these audios that I am so excited about. It's called the 4-week win audios. They're super professional, really well done. And we have a way to set you up for free. So as a leader, you would have access to this to set your people up on an email campaign. And so there's daily audios that come in the form of an email. And then you learn habits for setting up a morning routine and reaching your goals every day, so that you are winning every single day and ultimately winning your life. And so I love this program so much, and we will get you set up in this. As soon as you've got your products on the way, we get you set up in this, and you learn really great habits to succeed. And then the next thing is obviously, again, like sharing with your friends, like, oh my gosh, I listened to this call today. It's so great. I learned about habits or ways to make better habits. And then inviting friends to partner with you and do what you're doing. Now, we could break this down and say, okay, like set a goal to talk to 5 people today, or, things like that. Whatever is going to help you manage your time and manage, your work hours and be effective that way, we can do that on a personal basis. But really, truly, the simple thing is just inviting friends to partner with you and do what you're doing. And then helping 6 of your partners with steps 1 through 5, like getting them set up in all the ways that you have been set up. with your orders and using them and doing the 4-week win. And then supporting them in finding their 6 partners, helping them duplicate this process and growing and succeeding and being really committed. That's huge, right? I said that, being committed to changing, to learning and growing. These are all really amazing qualities too. You're going to become a really incredible leader, and your family, it's going to ripple out to your family, and they're going to see mom's making like mom's changing. Mom has more energy, she's more enthusiastic, she's reaching her goals. Maybe they start seeing it in the form of better food on the table, or more activities that they're able to do, however you want to pull your money, but your family is going to notice this. And truly though, like, I know you have big hearts and you want to help people, but you cannot feed the hungry from empty shelves. And there's a lot of money beliefs that we have, like the love of money is the root of all evil, but I think that it's not money. I think it's the obsession with money. And so let's just get that like money machine working so that you don't even have to think about it, and you can give and help people without thinking about it. Okay, so you may have some common objections that are coming up, some alarms that are going off in your head. It's totally normal. This is something new. So I'm just going to breeze through them. And then we have time for questions when we do a live video that we can talk about this even more. But I'm just going to break these down real quick. So maybe you're skeptical of MLMs. So was I. So was the CEO of doTERRA. He had been burnt working with a network marketing company where the CEO went corrupt, And so that's why they built doTERRA how they did as a team. So this is just one type of business model. And it's one where so many people benefit, like I was showing with the fast start checks, right? Every product ever sold, people make money at every step. So why not let it be in a third world country where we're sourcing our oils? Why not let it be the scientists who are studying and testing and proving that our oils are so, so pure, the top of the line quality? Why not let it be the college students who are working as our customer service team? They're great. The customer service with doTERRA is fantastic. And then why not let it be you and your friends making money instead of some big corporation making all the money? So that's why I love network marketing and MLMs. Maybe you know people who have failed at MLMs. And remember, I talked about doTERRA is different in our retention rate. It's totally understandable though to be worried about it. But people fail at all kinds of things. And starting a business like entrepreneurship, it's risky, but this doesn't mean that you will fail. And this isn't retail sales, and our product and our company and our compensation plan is just so, so good. Maybe you're afraid. Our brains try to save us from discomfort and dying. Like, truly, that's what our brain does. And so it's okay to feel scared of doing something new. This is where the growth happens. You've got to just take a deep breath and let faith and inspired action move you forward. Okay, maybe you say, I'm not a salesman, and I used to believe this as well, but honestly, if you're a parent or a spouse, you kind of are a salesman. You got to sell things, the healthy food or the date night, whatever it is, the ideas that you have, we're all salesmen in our own way. So just focus on sharing your enthusiasm for the wellness and the mindset and the financial journey that you're on. And it will take away that feeling of being salesy. Maybe you're afraid of rejection. And really, truly, everyone is allowed their agency. Some people that you invite to do this, they'll say no. They'll say no, like, that's not for me. And some will say yes. And it has nothing to do with you, most likely. And it's most likely all about timing. And I can't tell you how many times people have come back to me or have referred people to work with me. And after 12 years of doing this. So it's just all about timing. Don't sweat it. Like, it's all good. trust the process and just keep inviting people to partner with you in a very authentic way. I don't know how to help people use or join doTERRA. So I want to just show you how to do that real quick. In your doTERRA website, when you're logged in, there's a couple different places you can go to help people get started. First of all, get my link. That's right there when you click on your little account thing. This link you can copy this and people can build out their own shopping cart. There's another place in account profile. You actually have a free website, so you can go and kind of tweak this and play around with your website. And or if you were like on the phone with someone, they're ready to get started, you don't want to send them a link. Maybe it's someone who has a hard time with links and looking at their phone. There's all kinds of reasons. You can do it for them just over the phone. So new member sign up, continue, and then you would walk through all of those steps with them on the phone. I've done that many times. Another way that I love to do is, it locked me out, is called a link generator. And this is where you can go in and create custom carts. So right here, this link generator, you'll see that after you have upgraded. New member custom cart, you can do this for an existing member. I've done this several times and probably has sent them to some of you. And it saves, you can have like your favorites. So this is the one that I was talking about. Let's see. View all links. I think you can see details here. Yeah, I send out so many. This is my favorite way to do it though. There's a way to see the details, but basically I would just send this out, copy link, and it would fill in a cart already ready to go, especially if you have like promo codes that we get. Sometimes you can pre-fill the promo codes in. It makes it so easy for people to click on it and check out basically. And they can edit it as well. So that's how to help people get started. It's very, very easy. It didn't used to be that easy. We used to have to use papers, like actual forms, and then submit it. But we're a team and we're here to help you every step of the way. So don't be afraid that you're alone, that you don't know how to do this. We're here to help. And you just have to ask. Like, please don't think that your partner is going to be too busy. We're here to help because all of our success is dependent on each other, which seems scary. I think that's probably another objection people have is like trusting people. But that's why we're being committed and we're like pinky promising that we're doing this together, right? Okay, so lack of spouse support. Most often women can feel and know what the next best thing is before men. Like, I'm just calling it like I see it. Maybe it's intuition, I don't know, but trust yourself and ask him to trust you. And here's the most important thing. If you treat this like a business versus a hobby and you do what you say you're going to do, he's going to get on board way faster. And he may end up helping you, figure out your 6 partners. He may have other ideas and really step into this business with you. And that has been amazing to watch couples step into this together. But it really comes with treating it as a business instead of a hobby. And him just being like, oh, one more thing that my money is going towards, Maybe you have lack of time. I know it can feel like there is not enough time in the day. And we're going to show you how this isn't going to take a lot of time because it's really just talking to your friends and placing your order. And also, as you grow in self-development, you're going to learn skills that will help you manage your time and reach your goals every day in a way that works for you. Because time is our greatest asset. And building a residual income means making money without trading hours for dollars. I feel really strongly and passionately about all of us moms using our time better. Maybe you have lack of money. And I get that. And that's why we're doing this, right? Is to bring in that income. But maybe you're like, I don't know where I can do $100 every month. And I'm telling you, like the fast start checks will help as you start enrolling people. That helps you pay for it monthly. And then also, I'm going to invite you to look around in your home and see what you can sell, see what you can get rid of. There's always a way to find money. And where else can you invest $100 a month? I mean, there's tax and there's, maybe it won't be perfectly $100, but around $100. Where else can you invest that money on your own products, like your cleaners and your health products, and still make this kind of money in a short amount of time? People buy what they prioritize. So please let it be the health and freedom for yourself and your family, and look at it as an investment. Everyone I know already uses doTERRA. I love this objection. That's actually fantastic because they probably already love the products. So what I would ask is, have they ordered in the past 6 months? doTERRA allows us to move our friends and family to our team after 6 months of not ordering. So if they haven't ordered in 6 months, beautiful. We send a quick email. They're moved over to you so fast. If they do a monthly order currently, then we would ask them to cash in any rewards points that they have, and then they would stop ordering. And then anything that they need in the meantime, we would order that through like a ghost account that we have. And then after 6 months, then they would start up with you. We would send that email. They would get slooped over to you, and bada bing, bada boom, we'd be rocking and rolling. So that's a great objection if everyone you know already uses doTERRA. My friends and family don't use natural products yet. I'm going to invite you to live a life that radiates health and growth, and watch what happens, and invite them in. It's okay to invite multiple times too, and keep sharing what is working for you and what you're getting really passionate about. Maybe it's just not your thing. Like maybe essential oils are just not your thing. Well, this is a really creative product and business, so you can incorporate it into your thing, whatever your thing is. And I actually love brainstorming this, so that's a conversation for another time. Maybe you don't have a strong belief in the product yet, and I totally understand that. I do not want you promoting something that you don't believe in. So what I would invite you to do is pick a health focus. So maybe that's inflammation, maybe that's sleep, maybe it's your diet. There's going to be health goals that you have, or focuses, and we would specifically set you up on products that you would use each day that would help support you in those goals. And I guarantee you're going to see changes in your health. I mean, we did a 12-day drinking lemon in your water challenge. It was the most simple thing. And after 2 weeks, every single person was like, oh, my digestion is better. I'm more regular. It was so, so simple. And so we can do something like that for you, like set up your monthly orders to be specific for your goals or your family's goals. But we're not healthier overnight, right? You don't just eat one healthy meal or do one day of exercise and say it doesn't work. So this is something that we're going to invite you to do and use every single day. That 4-week win program, they really promote this new kind of combination of products that you're going to feel a difference with. I do it every day. I feel a huge difference, and it's our VMG green drink that is more absorbable than any other green drink on the market. It's delicious. It's super bioavailable, and it's, what's that word? Anyway, we could talk about that later. It's incredible. Then omegas and a probiotic, and then using peppermint oil every day. Like those, even just those 4 products, if you ordered that every month and you did it every single day, you're going to feel a difference. So we can keep it so, so simple like that if you would like. But it's that, you gotta have the healthy habits to have the healthy life, right? Okay. So I'm just going to invite you to let your objections become your reason. If time is your objection, well, this is going to help you have more time. How can you have more time? If money is your objection, how can you have more money? This is a reason why you would do this. And then normally we'd open it up for questions. So in January, I know a little bit of the incentives and the news that's happening for 2025. So I'm going to just tell you real fast. Normally, when people renew their membership every year, they get peppermint. But this year, they're changing it to be super mint. And I think every year it will change to a different oil. And I think that is so fun. I love that. We have an orange flavored collagen right now, the MetaPower Advantage is what it's called. And there is a flavor that I love so much more that's pomegranate cherry, and they are bringing it back as a permanent flavor. So happy. This is huge. This part I'm going to talk about right now. This is huge for your new partners. New 100 PV loyalty orders. So say you're a new member and you haven't set up a loyalty order yet. There's several of you on here that qualify for that. You're going to get a sample pack. Every new loyalty rewards order that starts up gets a sample pack from doTERRA. So it's not coming out of our pocket, which it has in the past. I'm just like over the moon excited about this. You would get a PB Assist sachet. It's like a probiotic that I give to my kids. It tastes delicious. A Recharge electrolyte that's wild strawberry. Also obsessed with that. A Deep Blue rub sample. On Guard toothpaste sample. Adaptive and Serenity oil sample. And it's in this really great little packet. And so this is like for stress, just having to be more adaptable in your life, and Serenity would be for sleep. And then a sticker, which is kind of fun. So this is amazing. I'm so excited about that and excited for you guys to get this in 2025. And then also new this year is we can schedule out 3 months of loyalty rewards orders. I think they're changing the name, the rewards orders. So say you're like, okay, I'm just going to do the VMG, the green drink, like the 4-week win pack that we're doing. I can't think of what it's called right now, but I'm just going to do that. You can set that up to come out January, February, March, and just like set it and forget about it. Love that. If you're like, okay, I know that we're probably going to be running low on shampoo at this time, like in February, you can set it up that way and customize it to come out. Oh, I think it's going to be amazing to set it and forget about it. And then January, 10% off ginger, free product of the month. So if you order 125 before the 15th, you're going to get a 5 milliliter of Digestin. Love this oil. And then as far as I know, nothing has changed with this, but new members get free shipping at 100 PV and 150 PV. They get free shipping and a Pebble diffuser. So those are the incentives. Every month that we do these calls, I will talk about, February specials and any other things that come up. So that's exciting. This is really exciting. And it's a great time to start building doTERRA as a business. So just to reiterate, these are the things that we're asking you to do. And really, it's like enrolling, ordering, using the products, sharing them with your friends, listening to these audios and learning how to have these better habits to succeed, inviting people to join you, and then helping them with these same steps and supporting them. If you want to look at it in a really fun way, this is kind of the breakdown. If you would like to print this out and have it as a kind of a checklist or, a game board, you can do that. Some team perks that we have for you there. We have our own Facebook group that I'll share all of these assets and everything that I think will really help you in keeping it simple and effective. My upline has a vibrant wellness impact Facebook group. That's great. Lots of product education in there. Kind of like a search, like a library search, actually. I love it. We'll get you set up with the free Empower app that has email automation. You can keep track of your contacts. It makes the business so much easier and clean. And then this is also where the 4-week win onboarding and campaign is. So sending out those calls to people or those emails. And it's so quick and easy because it's all automated. And then we have our monthly launch calls and obviously weekly and daily support as needed because we are a team. And then this, I just wanted to include this too so people understand, it kind of got messy, but when you're on the rewards program, you get points back in a different percentage, and it increases every month that you're going along and doing this. So at first you're just getting 10% back. So 10 points. Great. That's awesome. But then after a year of doing 100 PV every month, you're getting 30 points back. And that adds up so quickly. So every 3 months or so, I'm cashing in like $100 of free product. That's my laundry pods, that's my dish pods, that's my shampoo, things like that. So, I mean, that's aside from the business. Like, this is amazing. The rewards program is really incredible. So, I hope that you're excited about this. I am so excited. I think it's a no-brainer. I've heard that from several of you, like ordering your own products, developing yourself with these new habits and setting goals, and then inviting others to join you, and then being rewarded as like monetarily abundant as you could possibly get. It's just incredible. I'm going to read this quote in a second, but mostly what I want you to know is really, if you change nothing, nothing will change, right? Like, what could your life look like in 1 year from now if you started implementing this, or 5 years? And like, how cool would it be to go from this, to duplicate this month over month? Let's just imagine this for a second. Say that this was like January, you launched 6 of your people, and then in February they launched 6 of their people, in March and April and May and June and July. And you don't have to know all 200,000 people, you just have to know your 6 people and probably be helping with these 36. So I just think 2025 has the potential to be the most incredible year of your life, like getting people started. And guess what? Once you reach Presidential Diamond, I told you that they don't cap the earnings, right? Once you reach Presidential Diamond, where is that graphic? You can start over. You start right over and become double diamond, double blue diamond, double Presidential Diamond, and then you can start over again and become triple all of these things. So just know that that is available. That is an option, and it's kind of ludicrous as far as money goes. But the impact you're going to be able to have on your family and like generations to come, and also the world, right? Be able to give so abundantly. I love this quote by Marianne Williamson, so I'm just going to close with it. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for the world. So I love you so much. Thank you for taking the time to watch this and listen. Action steps here. Leaders, if you're already enrolled, text your doTERRA link to your new partners. Help them create what's going to make the most sense for their health goals. Try to get that cart to 150 PV for the best promotions. Have them select Wellness Advocate and enter their social security number, their billing, shipping info, and process, and then do a little dance together because this is going to be so fun. And I'm excited to see how big this ripple is going to get in your world and with your people. Thank you so much.